Mock draft roundup 9.0. Can't believe we are 9 mock drafts roundups in. At this point, we are a month and 9 days away from the draft. And man, am I just absolutely excited to see how this goes. I'm excited, man. I'm very excited, guys. So let's see what they say. Campbell. This is actually a guy we've been talking about lately in some of the live streams. I would not mind Campbell from Alabama here. More of a linebacker, pure linebacker, not really he would be a edge rusher kind of guy, but would not mind him, especially if we have to get rid of Jermaine Pratt. You got to kind of replace that middle linebacker role, and would not be a bad idea. I would love it so much. It's not going to happen, but I would absolutely love to go Starks, especially we could put him in that rotation with Jordan Battle and Geno Stone. Oh, man, I would love him. Georgia product, Starks here. I think he'll go before we pick, though. I really think he'll go top 15. There's just no way he drops. Edge rusher James Pierce Jr. Okay, not really against this concept either. I gotta say, so far, most of these mock draft roundups, they always give us a tight end pick, an early tight end pick. Keep in mind, these are all first round mocks, okay? These aren't oh, the Bengals take a tight end in the 6th round, which is possible, right? It's very possible. That's not what these are. These are first round mock-ups. Meaning that these are this is what the Bengals will probably take in the end. Which always interests me to see. James Pierce Jr., though, I'm okay with that. I don't mind that pick. Edge rusher Mike Green. Did these quote unquote analysts, quote unquote NFL sports shows actually realize that this is the smart and logical thing is just to pick defense? It's really not that hard. You're going to pick a first round pick for the Bengals. Defense. You watch our, free agency show so far. I guess I call it a show because it feels like a show, but it's actually real life, sadly. It's been a mess. We haven't really done anything free agency wise. And there isn't really a situation where you're going to take a guard in the first round. I know there's going to be someone who comments that. Trust me, I do believe we should take a guard in this upcoming draft. If we don't take one in free agency, which the Bengals are really trying not to. Sometimes I feel like they're going against us here. We want the best for them, and they're nope, we're not giving you that. Mike Green from Marshall. Okay. Walter Nolan from Ole Miss, and Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M. This was arguably this was the best mock draft roundup period so far this season. Not one pick was outrageous or idiotic. Usually we get at least one or if 2 tight ends in the first round they say we're going to select, which doesn't make any sense. They'll put in an Ashton Genty pick, which again doesn't make any sense given our circumstances. So I'm actually heavily surprised that this is how this mock draft roundup 9.0 went. I guess maybe as they get closer to the draft, they're going to get smarter. Yeah, I should say that, but I just know what's going to happen. You're going to have the next one's going to be a quarterback. The 10.0 first pick is going to be the Bengals should take quarterback. I don't know, freaking whoever quarterback's available, Milrow. They're going to say they should take Milrow in the first round. Actually, he's kind of going up draft boards. Yeah. So, okay. I'm actually kind of surprised how cool and calm this was. Let's do a mock draft then. Why not? Mock draft Monday on a Saturday. It's kind of weird to say out loud. Who is available for us at our pick? Which again, listen. In this mock draft, we have Barron, cornerback, who is arguably one of the best in the draft. I still think Will Johnson's the best in the draft personally, but Barron's also a really good player. You got Starks, you got James Pierce in this mock draft, obviously. Kenneth Grant's a really great option. I'm not going to take receiver first round. I refuse. But if we go to like offensive lineman, right? Interior offensive lineman, the first guy off the board right now is projected to be Tyler Booker. He could be a really good player. He has some foot speed and balance issues that keep him from being a blue chip prospect, but there is a lot to like as a powerful, well-built, competitive, and high football IQ prospect for man and gap heavy run schemes. 6'5", 325 pounds. That's the first guy off the board guard wise. Now keep in mind, tackles, you can get drafted as a tackle, but get moved to a guard in the NFL. It's very, very easy for this to happen. Usually you don't see guards move to tackles, but you see tackles move to guards. So for example, this guy right here, he's played zero guard. He's played right tackle or left tackle. But again, you never know. These guys could definitely, get moved over. But let's see who's the first guy who's played guard. Okay, so the first guy who's played guard is Gray Zabel. He played left guard in college, 3 snaps of right guard, some right tackle, and last year he played left tackle. So he's 31st on the board right now from North Dakota, right? So it's very possible I don't think he'll go first round. I think he'll go second round. But it's very possible he does go maybe early second, mid second. Especially if a team wants to get a guy who they want to put at guard, they might go with him, even though he's a tackle and he's labeled a tackle. Doesn't mean anything. Zabel is a 5-positioned lineman who brings everything but elite arm strength to the position. He's an easy projected starter at center or guard for primarily a zone blocking scheme, but well-rounded enough for a run game versatility. 6'6" to 305 pounds. So again, even though he's a tackle, he's literally considered a guard. Whoever takes him is going to probably put him at guard. Banks is an NFL caliber elite at the tackle position whose movement skills and run blocking abilities give him positional versatility. His lack of arm strength could hinder him at the offensive tackle, but he projects as an impact starter at tackle or guard. So even the second tackle on the board, his arm strength, not the greatest, probably going to move the guard in the NFL. So it's actually very possible we just take one of these guys and make them guard. But yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. But for example, if we did take Calvin Banks, is it possible? It's possible. I still think we're going to take defense, but that is one of the players we could take. So it looks like Gray win the second round. But for example, we could even take Gray. We never know when it comes to these drafts. The beautiful thing about NFL drafts is anything can happen. But tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one.